Hello, welcome back. So today I'm going to go over the delusions of FaceIQ. However, before I delve into that, there has been some callouts from other channels, which I want to firstly address. So let's commence. So just quickly, there seems to be some confusion with my rating scale. So to avoid anyone feeling perplexed, I will elaborate, even though I explained it in the video, which only some people managed to comprehend. So this scale reflects on the fact that women find the majority of men unattractive, which is why they usually rate average men as 3 out of 10 or lower.
So what do you rate this guy, Greg Lurk?
Ew, he's not even cute. 1.
So a 1 out of 10?
Oh, no. Oh, no, he's like, no, that's like a nothing for me.
Okay, but okay, just be brutally honest.
We'll just go with a 1 there then.
A 1?
Yeah, that guy is just not cute to me in any way.
Can he go negative?
So not even a 0, so lower than a 0?
Yeah, dude.
He looks a little too paisa for my liking. No, his head is very square. I give him like a 4.
No, not into it. I'd give him like a 3. He looks like a lesbian. I would say a 1.
What do you rate this guy out of 10?
4.
What about this guy?
0.
What about this guy?
0.
All those guys were male models.
Well, they're fucking ugly.
Do you think women have pretty high standards for looks?
Some girls.
2. 3.
3. Maybe 4.
3 to 4. 2. 2! Look at the jawline though, it's popping, it's popping!
Sorry, it's a 1.
A 1.
I would say I have spoke to around 1,000 girls about this, which is why I adjusted the scale to accommodate for how women actually view the man they would be rating. So using 3 as a reference for average, that would put these guys at the bottom, which would be a 0 to 0.5 out of 10. And since girls rate a lot of men in the bottom tier, that means there will be quite a variety of faces in this tier, which would equate to a 1 out of 10 to a max of a 2.5 out of 10 on a scale like FaceIQ's. So from there, that would put these guys at a 1 to 1.5 out of 10 on this scale, which would equate to a 3 to 3.5 on FaceIQ scale. Then these guys being a bit below average would be 2 to 2.5 out of 10 on this scale, which would equate to a 4 to 4.5 out of 10 on FaceIQ scale. This guy in particular, I would say just about a 4 out of 10. Then we get to the guys in the average range at a 3 to 3.5. Tom Holland being on the higher end at around 5.5 out of 10 on FaceIQ scale. But yeah, all these guys would be in that 5 to 5.5 score on FaceIQ scale. And I try use multiple examples as some will be on the lower end. So then it jumps to the guys I place above average, which would be 4 to 4.5, since 3 is average. So yeah, that would be 6 to 6.5 on FaceIQ scale. So I have some of these guys just under a 7. So then it jumps to the guys who are actually in that 7 to 7.5 range, which would be a 5 to 5.5 on this scale, which is why on the video I said these guys would be considered way above average, but not quite good enough for an 8 out of 10 rating on FaceIQ scale. But now, as we get to that standard of 8 out of 10 on FaceIQ scale, these guys are all in the elite level of looks, which means the scoring changes to half points as we increase the scale. So instead of 8 to 8.5 on FaceIQ scale, it would actually be 8 to 8.25, as the level of beauty is becoming a true rarity to find. And that means as we go up, I have rated these guys in the 7 to 7.5 range, which would equate to an 8.5 to 8.75 on FaceIQ scale. I know FaceIQ rates Brad Pitt as a flat 8, however I have him at an 8.5, especially with his long hair, as he's able to masquerade his excessive masseter muscles. Then I put these guys in the 8 to 8.5 category, which would equate to a 9 to 9.25 on FaceIQ scale. So yes, I have Vasily as a standard 9 out of 10. Then we get to the very top of the scale, which I have as a 9 out of 10, which would be me, just joking, but that would equate to a 9.5 on the FaceIQ scale, which I think is the highest number possible, because as I stated in the video, there is no 10 out of 10. So with everything explained, why don't we take a look at some of the callouts from other channels.
Reacting to Gampill's 1 to 10 rating scale. Let's get into it.
So the problem with societal standards is that we're deeming 5 to be the average male. So this mindset has to go, okay, because this is not true. So we'll take it as 10 is perfection, doesn't exist, not reality. Okay, so he did hear me say at the beginning that 5 is not the average male, and I wrote down that it's 3 out of 10. And then you take it down another step to 7, 7.5.
How is Jeremy Meeks a 7.5? I don't know about that one.
This part's okay for the slight confusion, but this would obviously be 8.5 to 8.75.
It could be an 8. Also in that 8 range.
Same thing again, we're talking just exceptionally good looks. You're going to be making money off your looks. Then you take it down to 6 and 6.5. This is where we get to the more interesting category, because we're talking about maybe like the best looking guy in your entire town. Damn, he rated me a 6 to 6.5 on his scale. Not bad. Some people say I'm average, sometimes below average on here. But anyway, he heard me say that 6 to 6.5 on this scale is like the best looking guy in your entire town.
Bro, come on, man. This guy's not a 6.5. This guy is making money off his looks. Like, the whole reason he's famous is because of his looks. Now, I'm not saying he's like a Giga Chad or something, but he's definitely good looking. Very good looking. Bro, this scale is shit. There's no way Alain Delon is a 6 to 6.5. It's so contradictory. Didn't he just talk about making money off of your looks? And then he cites Alain Delon, who literally made money off of his looks.
I mean, I never said these guys wouldn't make money off their looks.
It's not a 6 to 6.5, though. If that's a 6 to 6.5, it's over for all of us. It's over. Don't even bother looks maxing. Holy moly, bro. That guy's like an 8.5. He's a Giga Chad.
I mean, I have him at an 8.25 on your scale, so we're close enough.
Or someone who you've seen once in a nightclub that like dominated and got every single girl's attention.
That wouldn't be a 6 to 6.5. 6 would be like 1 in 6 people.
I mean, after all the info, I don't get how he's making this mistake. Obviously, if I have 3 as average, then 6 is crazy levels above that.
Then we take it down to 5, 5.5.
Yo, this is... Yo, this is too good. This is too good.
So yeah, like I would take someone like Robert Pattinson and say, take away the fame, the status. You know, he's like a 5.5 guy. You know, he's good looking, of course. Some girls deem him a 10 because of that, but...
Bro, he was literally cast as the love attraction in multiple series. He's not a 5.5. He's either trolling or he's completely retarded. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
He's good looking, but he's not quite on that Hollywood standard to be one of the best looking men on the planet. That's why I'm saying he's not quite on the 6.
Wasn't he rated like the best? Now, I'm not saying those metrics are really accurate, but he was rated like the best looking man in the world. That doesn't happen if you're like a 5.5.
Actually, prime Ryan Gosling turned down the title of sexiest man alive multiple times. And I would say he's like a 5.5 on your scale, which proves my point that these girls can fall in love with the character on the screen, which causes some women to overrate his actual beauty compared to if he was just a random guy on the street. And your other top student, fraud to 1%, made this mistake.
Appeal was assessed in a subjective manner, primarily to gauge how individuals are perceived by the opposite sex on average. Over time, this caused some confusion among viewers, leading to inflated ratings for individuals who receive significant amount of female attention, and even cases like Ryan Gosling.
Even being slightly above average looking with that level of exposure most times will create a huge demand of female attention. But we cannot allow that to warp our judgment in how attractive the guy actually is facially, just like your top student failed to understand. However, let's get back to the Robert Pattinson rating. Me rating him a 5.5 is 7.5 on his scale, and this is exactly the score he gave him. So if he figured out how to adjust it, he would totally agree with me. And it's a bit disappointing because this guy was talking about people being low IQ.
Now, I think FaceIQ is actually a pretty smart guy, but you know what a sign of really high IQ is having consistency across time, across all of your ratings. But when you just forget everything you've done, and I'm not saying he's faced low IQ, like Clavicular called him. I think he's definitely a smart guy, but show us.
So yeah, I thought this guy would be smart enough to work it out, as many people in his comments were able to comprehend just from watching the video. So yeah, I just thought he would get it.
5.5 is like top 33%. You're 1 in 3 people. You're very average.
Guys you will see, but they're still above average looking.
Oh my God. This guy's also a Chad. He's a Chad. He's like a 7.
Technically that wouldn't be a Chad, but I have him more at a 6.5. These were good shots of him, but I still think he's just below the 7 range.
Also like a 6.7 or so.
I guess I disagree. I have him at a low 6 to 6.5 max.
He's better for 7.5.
Cillian Murphy. Some girls deem him super attractive, but realistically, it's like a 4 out of 10. I mean, yeah, some girls just get blinded by the characters he plays, and then it makes them deem him more attractive. But if you take that away, then to 3, 3.5 examples.
Oh my word. Yeah, FaceIQ, I'm sorry, bro. You've got to make a retaliatory video and just go ham on this guy, bro. I feel bad for you. I don't know where he'd put me. I feel really bad. I'd probably be like 3.5.
I mean, yeah, I probably would have put you in this category also.
Bro, FaceIQ is a 3.5. This guy's like a 3, too.
I'm really enjoying the random hate on aesthetics weighting, but I really don't think FaceIQ is that much above him. I placed them both at the low 3 score. However, I'm waiting for aesthetics weighting to address your comments.
If you have a face like this, you are like the average male.
When lean, he's qualifying. That's average when lean. If you're fat, it's over for you, bro. You're a negative 3.
Most men that are average looking, you're a 3 out of 10 to most girls. And this is why you're finding it hard, because they don't deem you a 5, they deem you a 3. Which is like, you know, not attractive.
What the trash? You literally just said it yourself. Average when lean is 3 out of 10. So why didn't you go back and then try to adjust the scores to fit your scale? As if you did, you would have actually agreed with a lot of the ratings I assigned, just like Robert Pattinson.
They take it 2.5 again.
I'm struggling to understand the point of this scale. So before he was talking about how women consider Cillian Murphy, whom he rated, what, like a 4 or something? They consider him a 10. or other people a 10, even Tom Holland. And yet he's making the point that that's not actually their rating. But now he's appealing to how women would view them as a 3. Like I don't understand the standard of this guy. This is just stupid.
Yes, I said some girls might consider Robert Pattinson a 10, but obviously that does not mean every girl will rate him that high, especially taking away the fame and status. Same with Cillian Murphy, just like the Ryan Gosling example. Some girls will fall in love with the character he's playing on screen and rate him a 10 out of 10. However, take that away and he won't be close to that score. But yeah, to be fair, maybe this guy just does not understand the harsh reality of how women view male attractiveness.
I think all of these guys are well above average. Like, I don't think anybody is unattractive or even average out of this lineup. So before you get offended, this is a lot of girls' preferences, and some of them might just want to be a little bit mean to my guys out there. Be 100% honest.
6.
A 6?
I would rate this girl below average, maybe a low 2 on my scale or low 4 on creating attractive scale.
Would you rate this guy?
Like a 7.3.
I'm really sorry, but like a 4.
That's pretty brutal.
I'm glad I got some, but not my type.
This guy.
I'm really sorry to this guy, but he's like a... Okay, I'll say a 4. He's
A 4? Okay.
It's like 5.
This guy.
Yeah, he's like a 4. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, we have like the similar taste in that,
Okay.
so...
Okay, he's a 6.
6?
Yeah.
Again, this girl is a bit below average.
What would you guys rate this guy 1 to 10?
2. 2 for me.
2?
Yeah.
2?
Yes, 2. Yeah, huge red flag.
2 or 3?
4, I guess.
4? Okay. What about this guy?
4. 4. 4.
4?
4 or 5.
This guy?
4 as well.
4.
Okay. And this guy?
7 for me.
7?
7, yeah. 4. It's a 3 for me.
3? Okay.
Okay, the girl in the red would be like a 1 out of 10 on my scale, or a 3 out of 10 on creating attractive scale. The one in the middle would be like a 2 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10 on his scale. And the girl on the right would be a similar rating to her.
Be 100% honest.
Okay. 5 or 6.
5 or 6?
4.
4. Okay. This guy?
Like 4. 4.
This guy?
5.
5? Okay.
These girls I would place in the average range.
Like a 4.
4 out of 10?
Yeah.
This guy?
Like a 6.5.
This guy?
7 maybe.
7?
Yeah.
And this guy, last one.
6.5. as well.
6.5.
Yeah.
I would also assign this girl an average score.
What he is 1 to 10?
Give him 4.
A 4?
For me, 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy?
For me, 0.
0?
2.
2. Okay.
1. I like his hair.
You like his hair? Okay. And this guy, last one.
2. 3.
3?
All these girls are below to slightly below average.
How attractive would you say this guy is?
7.
This guy?
4.
4. And this guy?
6 also.
A 6.
Yes.
Okay.
I cannot get a clear shot, but I would say average at best.
Here's the first guy. What would you rate this guy 1 to 10? A 4.
Yes.
The bigger one is like a 1.5 on my scale, and the other one is slightly below average.
Would you guys each rate yourselves 1 out of 10?
Maybe a 6.
A 6? Okay.
Or a 7.
6 or 7. And Drew?
5 and 10 for personality.
5 and 10 for personality. Okay.
The one saying 6 to 7 is ridiculous. More like a high 1 to low 2 on my scale. And the fat one is like a 0 to 0.5 on my scale.
What would you rate him 1 to 10?
3.
A 3. And this one?
1.
A 1. What do you rate yourself?
Say 8.
8?
I love myself, yeah.
This girl is probably slightly above average, I would say. Maybe like 3.5.
Next one. 6? Okay, and Drew?
5. 5. 4.
A 4. Okay, last question. I want everybody to rate themselves.
I'm 8. Yeah, no, 9.
9? Okay.
It's always way worse if a man is this delusional. Girls would rate him a 2 at best on my scale.
Okay.
6, 7.
6, 7?
Ouais, 6, 7. 6, 7. Same.
Can't really see her, but I'm going to assume a bit below average. This girl also below average. And this one maybe 1.5 to 2 at best on my scale.
10. 1.
A 1?
Maybe 4.
What do you guys rate him?
3.
A 3.
How many? 5.
A 5? Okay.
3.
And a 3. What do you guys rate this guy?
Maybe 1.
A 1?
Me too. Me too.
A 2?
Yeah, 1.
1? This guy?
6.
6. Okay.
5.
5?
5.
And a 5. Okay, this guy, last one.
0. Sorry.
0.
0.
0. Okay.
1.
1? Okay. Last question. What do you guys rate yourselves?
10.
10? Okay.
Me too. 10.
You're at 10? You guys are all 10s.
They are all below average, but maybe the one in the middle could be average at best.
Last question. What would you guys both rate yourselves?
8.
8? Okay. And a 7.
Again, both girls are below average.
This guy.
Not my type, but
Not your type? A 2. Okay. This guy.
a 3.
3. What would you rate yourself 1 to 10?
8.
No, slightly below average is more accurate.
My type is more like a 2.
A 2. Okay. And you?
Come on, I'm gonna say 1. Like,
1. It's pretty brutal. What would you guys both rate yourselves? 1 to 10.
6.57. Like 6.
Can't really see her, but maybe average at best. And this one is below average.
This guy.
Slow.
0. Okay.
1.
No 1. What do you guys rate yourselves? 1 to 10. You're a 7?
X.
8?
No, again, average at best.
This guy.
Next, but I'm gonna say 3. A 5.
And a 5. Okay, this guy.
No, yeah.
Okay, last question. What do you guys both rate yourselves? 100% honest.
5.
6.
I would say she's a bit below average. And this chubby one would be like a 1.5 on my scale.
This guy.
Oh, a 6. No?
6.
It's a bit old, but like good for his age. I rate him 9.
9? Okay. Last question. What do you guys rate yourself? 10? Okay.
Yeah.
The brunette is a bit below average, and the chubby one is like a 1.5 on my scale.
What would you guys each rate yourselves?
100.
100.
10.
10?
9.
9? Okay.
Can't even take this serious. None of them are even average. Perhaps average at best.
Now, whenever it came to the ratings of the video, a lot of it was projection. So a lot of these girls will rate these really attractive guys much, much, much lower than what they actually are, because that's subconsciously how they feel about themselves. Like, if they feel like a 2 out of 10, they will rate attractive guys 2 out of 10. Like, they have this thing that they wish they had. That guy's very attractive. He looks awesome. He probably gets so much female attention. She wishes that she had that, and it's so sad to see.
Or maybe that's just what you have to tell yourself to justify why girls might give you or your audience a low rating, as that's easier than accepting the truth. So you basically say this is how the girls cope, by giving the low ratings, when in reality, you and your audience are the ones coping. And you are so brain dead, your own video totally debunks your narrative.
This guy.
6.
A 6?
I just don't like the hair.
Number 2?
9.
And 9.
Yeah, because of the jawline.
What about this guy?
7. 9. 8.
8?
You'll probably say her rating the first guy 6 was out of insecurity. But as you saw, she had no problem rating the other guys very high scores.
This guy.
4.
4. Good.
Yeah.
This guy.
6 also.
A 6.
Surely giving this guy a 4 was her own deep-rooted insecurities. Same with this guy at a 6.
7.
7?
Yes.
This guy?
8.
An 8.
I wonder why she didn't feel as insecure giving these guys a higher rating.
Oh no. It's a 2 for me.
A 2 for you? Okay, and you?
Same, yes.
Of course this big fat girl's gonna rate that guy a 2 out of 10. She knows he's out of her league. She'd probably rate David Gandy a low score also.
Number 2. How about this guy?
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
Okay, and you?
9.
Why do you guys give him a 9?
Yes, a good looking man.
She totally showed her low self-esteem with that rating.
How about this guy?
6.
A 6? Okay.
5. 5.
Okay.
Maybe a 4.
A 4?
Yeah. 5.5.
5.5?
It's basically them trying to reject the attractive guy before they can reject them. He's not handsome enough to get with me. Like, they're making up coping reasons to reject this guy just so they do not hurt their own ego.
Good.
5.
5.
It's easier to admit that a male model is a 5 out of 10 than to just admit that he is out of your league.
So yeah, Austin, I guess she rated him a 5 because she knows he's out of her league.
9.
A 9?
9.
Okay.
Obviously, this is going to protect their own ego and highlight their own insecurity.
What would you rate him 1 to 10?
5.
This guy.
A 3. Not my type, but
Not your type? A 2.
Okay, this girl's definitely not gonna rate any guy a high score, right? I guess it's that lack of confidence that she feels she needs to bring these guys down to the level she feels about herself.
This guy?
8.
An 8.
Type 2.
A 2.
I'm gonna say 1. Like,
Number 2?
it's a 9.
It's a 9.
Okay, yeah. Okay, he's definitely a 9.
0. Okay.
1.
No 1. This guy.
8.
8?
Yeah. 7.
And a 7?
One comment I got on that last video, it was so true actually. So a lot of girls in social situations especially, they were with their friends. The second the friend like blurted out a really bad answer, the other friends would just join in and say the same thing, kind of start mocking the guy. The guy has to be insanely beautiful, insanely rich, 10 out of 10, everything on all the charts just to win over this woman. Her standards are so high, she wants her friends to see that. That's what she wants her friends to think about her. It's more about her than what this guy actually is.
9.
6.
A 6.
7.
A 7?
8.
8? Okay.
5.
5?
7.
7?
8.
An 8? Okay.
5.
5. 1 to 10.
5. 8.
An 8. This guy.
4.
A 4?
8.
And an 8.
Oh.
4?
Still be 8.
8?
I'm gonna say 3.
A 5.
And a 5.
My 9.
9?
6.
And a 6?
So I like a 5.
I'll give it 8.
A 7.
I reckon 7 too, yeah.
4.
I'll give him a 5.
A 5?
6.
6.
7.
5.
5?
5.
5?
9.
9?
5.
5?
5.
5?
7.
7?
9.
9.
Whatever excuse you can come up with, Austin, right? just because that harsh reality that some girls might not think you're as attractive as you perceive yourself to be.
Can I ask you a favor? Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. If I show you some pictures of these guys' faces, could you just like rate them 1 to 10? Like this guy, what would you rate him? A pass. Okay. Any improvement or still just a pass? Yeah. Pass. Okay. Okay. How you doing? Doing the video for YouTube. I just need some girls to rate some guys' faces. Could you help me out? What would you rate this guy? 1 to 10? Okay, 3. Okay. For some pretty girls to rate the guys for me. Yeah, 1 through 10. Yeah. A 5. Yeah. Okay. How about?
I guess it's easier for you to believe these girls are all lying and this is their own self-reflection to bring you down to their actual standard.
What? You give him a 5, yeah? Like, what would you rate this guy out of 10? No, he's not 0. Really? You're very picky.
So yeah, Austin, keep coping with your delusional fans. Perhaps you have consumed too many of those magic beans you sell, which is causing you to overlook the evidence that's in your own video, to halt any perception that your excuses may be invalid.
Then take the 1.5 again, gonna be even harder, and you might start to get mocked for how you looked, or people make jokes about it.
Like a 4 or 4.2. It's like a 4.2.
I would disagree. I would say 3.5 on your scale is more accurate.
If you're talking 0.5 to 0, obviously you're like no attractive features.
That's like a 3 on the real scale.
Girls won't rate a super obese guy that high unless you're just looking at his potential, because yes, if he loses the weight, he won't be that bad looking.
But yeah, this is just breaking down. You probably think if I'm a 5, oh, that's not so bad, I should get something, and you're like, why am I getting anything? Because you're not. You're probably a 3 or a 2 out of 10. Until next time, thank you.
Bro, never, ever, ever, ever rate again. Now, with that said, guys, I just started a new school community, so if you'd like to be part of the facial attractiveness community that started this entire thing, this entire system of rating facial attractiveness, then join us.
Okay, first of all, just because you spawned FaceIQ and fraud to 1%, that doesn't mean you're the first person to do these facial analysis type of videos. I've been here long before you, and so have many others. But honestly, I felt a bit bad for you, because once you left, FaceIQ pretty much stole all the work you did. So I did kind of go a bit easy on you when I was reacting to your ratings. So the fact you totally misrepresented my scale, most likely as a retaliation for the video I did on your top student, FaceIQ, I guess it's time to reevaluate some of those and your newer ratings.
Still rate him like a 6, honestly, dude.
No way. There's no way this guy is a 6. Not even close. He is below average. He is a good example of a 4.4, maybe. This tier, more arguable, but still no. Now he starts to kind of accord with these other faces.
Obviously, we agreed FaceIQ overrated this guy, but a 4.4 is too low, even with his bad site profile. I believe a low 5 is more reasonable. I already called you out for saying Ed Sheeran was just below average, but putting him equal to this guy is just ridiculous. He's easily above all the guys you put in the 4.5 range, and also above a lot of the guys you overrated by putting in the 5 category. And there were a lot more comments agreeing with that.
Maybe here, I would give him closer to a 6. And I think with the surgery plan, he could definitely improve to that 6.5 to 7 range in between there.
Nearly every face rater overrates FaceIQ. How is this even close to a 6? He's like a low to mid 5 at max. And if he was actually close to a 6, then your other top student, fraud to 1%, would not be mocking him for his physical appearance.
Personality.
I like it so far.
Thank you. Taking her to Little Italy.
Yeah, so my final ratings, I'll give them 5, dead average. Good draw angularity, you know, he's pretty lean. Whereas the woman is like, let's say a 6. She has a lot of makeup on. Stop! So like a 5.5 would be top 1/3. 6 number would be like, say, top 16%. 1 in about 6 people.
2.
So she's like attractive. She's like the attractive person in the class or something.
Damn. You just cannot rate girls, dog. Even with the makeup, she's not close to a 6. Like I said before, it's obvious that FaceIQ did learn from you, because he is guilty of overrating girls that have a bit of contouring on their face. I'm super eager to see your 1 to 10 female scale.
She's pretty similar in attractiveness to the right woman.
You know what's...
Yes.
I honestly couldn't be...
So you rate similar to the other girl. So I ask again, how is this a 6? Or close if you want to rate her below the other girl.
I think she's probably the best looking girl. That loss, but she has a good
Goodness, so you said she's the best looking, so you rate her above a 6? Please tell me you're playing, right?
She's like sub 5, she's a 4.
I would say 4 is kind of generous.
She's like a 5.9-ish. A 6 on my scale would be the top 16% of attractiveness. Anyone in this video who's a 6 rating should be probably, ideally, above that 85 number. Or 84 number.
Nice basic mathematical error. But at least you corrected it, Mr. High IQ. But yeah, this girl is above those other girls you rated 6+. And I still wouldn't give her that rating, but it's more about the inconsistency.
She's definitely top 10. So she should be like 90.
60.
60?
She's probably the second most attractive in this video.
I mean, I'm just gonna assume you give her a high 6 to low 7. If so, that's too high.
Active than him?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's like a 5.3. She's decent looking, so I would probably put her above average.
Based off this, I would definitely not give her above average.
20? 2-0.
I think she's also above average.
Wow. Man, these standards are just abysmal. You didn't assign a number, but above average? Am I missing something?
Like the Insta baddies maybe. And I don't have any words on or anything, so I feel like...
No, she could be an 80, she could be 75. Because again, that would be like top 20%, which would still be approaching like a 5.6, 5.7.
I wouldn't have included this, it's not that bad of a rating, but there's no way those Asian girls are anywhere near this girl's level.
I would say everything overall.
Her eyes,
it's not
her
something
nose,
specific. But
face
I think
shape's
the way
okay.
you look...
Like she's pretty okay. She should be like a 70, 75 maybe. She's like a 5.4.
It may be a small overrate, but she's still above those Asian girls.
I'm pretty sometimes, but
Literally any dude's gonna tell her she's pretty because she's above average, so she's like a 5.3.
Still inconsistent placing her with those Asian girls.
100.
100?
Yeah, maybe 94 should be a little bit higher. She could, honestly, based on the video we've seen, 94 should be in the top 10. She should be like a 6, 5.9 to 6.
Goodness, no way do I think this girl is a 6. I mean, it's just a consistent pattern for him to overrate girls. I guess since a lot of guys overrate women, maybe you will agree with his ratings and disagree with my assessment. However, I personally feel there was many questionable ratings in that segment. But yeah, I was actually told this guy left to pursue his spirituality. So yeah, all the superficial stuff like face ratings were beneath his bigger purpose, as he felt Bible pushing was worthy of his purpose. But then why would a man of God decide to return to this superficial realm of the internet? I guess that's a mystery that will be left unsolved.
In this video, I'm gonna audit GANPIL look skill to see how accurate it is. And from the get-go, you can see that there is like two types of skill. There is GANPIL skill and there is normal skill. First guy up is Stevanov, and he rated him as True Adam. And yeah, I don't need to even tell you that that's such an overrate. In GANPIL video, he said that 8 to 8.5 will have insane harmony, but Stevanov harmony is not even the best. He's actually sub 90%. And okay, I give him the benefit of the doubt. Veselin standoff is super attractive. I'll rate him a 9 out of 10 in my own skill.
So another guy misrepresenting my skill. I clearly say in the video that there is no 10 out of of 10, and that includes the normal scale.
Take it as 10 is perfection, doesn't exist, not reality.
And he's trying to say I have ratings over 10 at a 10.5, and since I have 9 on my scale, that would make it 11 out of 10, using his logic. And if he was confused, that's fine, but why did he not just ask me to clarify before making this video, giving the wrong information? And if he had, he would have known that I also rate Vasily a 9 out of 10 on his scale.
Next on the top is Jeremy Mix and Brad Pitt, and I do agree with Jeremy Mix, but Brad Pitt I think is like a bit too high, but you know what, he's still on the PSL God area, so I still got nothing to disagree about that much.
Well, I would disagree if you put Meeks at a 9 to 9.5, but I do have Brad Pitt at an 8.5 on your scale, and I'm assuming that's closer to what you rate him also.
Next is a 6 to 6.5, or in normie scale it will be 8 to 8.5, and it is so puzzling to see how the Gampill system works because all of the PSL God are high tier normie or plus, and this is a scale that is based on female perspective, so he's basically implying that only PSL God are able to enter inside the dating market.
Again, just talking absolute junk. Never once have I implied that that's the standard to enter the dating market. If 1,000 girls are rating a guy's face and it comes out to an aggregate score of a 6 to 6.5, I'm gonna assume that guy is very good looking. Because as you saw in Austin Wayne's video, even David Gandy was getting mixed ratings. Some said 3, 5, 9. It's very hard to get consistent high ratings from girls.
Anyways, let's get back to the rating. So I respect that he actually put Elaine Dion at 8 out of 10. And for Severe though, I say that's kind of an overrate. I'll put him between like Chad to Chad Light.
No, he's above a Chad Light. I would say 8 out of 10 is a fair rating on your scale.
Next on the 5 to 5.5 or 7 to 7.5, so chat light area, I actually kind of agree, yeah, both of them are pretty valid. Next is 4 to 4.5 or high tier normie in normie scale, and the thing is that putting Cecilian Murphy at high tier normie is laughable to say the least. He should be at low chat light area because of his angularity alone. And for Clavicular, there's a debate whether he's a high tier normie or a low chat light. So I'll just say this, I did rated him before and he's a 6.9 out of 10. That is technically high tier normie. But the thing is that the scale is only 6 to 6.5. It'll be more accurate to put him in this area. I'm not gonna be so harsh on this because, okay, it is actually consistent because both of them on top does mock both of them below. So this will be a high chat light and this will be both low chat light.
Here we will disagree because most people put Cillian Murphy in the A+ category, which is ridiculous. Creating Attractive and FaceIQ gave him around a 7.5, and if any of you are giving Brad Pitt and DeLon 8 out of 10 ratings,
8, we have this Elaine Delon, Brad Pitt. This is where he is on my scale. I just use the objective metrics. I just report on what it is, right? Brad Pitt, he's not up here. I'm sorry, he's not up here. He's there, okay? And 8 is a very good score.
Then it is wild to put Cillian Murphy very close to that standard. Same with Clavicular. If you want to say he's around a 7 and you rate Prime DeLon an 8, then you're saying he's only 1 point below that standard. So yeah, you stating that your rating of Clavicular is more accurate than mine is honestly laughable when we have to compare him to guys like Prime DeLon, as I feel most people would agree with me that Clavicular is not 1 point below him.
Next is 3 to 3.5 or, you know, average for the normal scale. So it will be like 5 out of 10. And first of all, putting FaceIQ as an average guy is already laughable. I did rated him before. He's a 5.8 out of 10. So putting him at MTN is already wrong.
Another guy overrating FaceIQ. And cause he gave him a specific rating of a 5.8. All other ratings are invalid according to him. Yeah, he's close to a 6 with an oblong horse face, negative canthal tilt, and bloated baby fat cheeks, which is making him contemplate getting a buccal fat removal.
I'm going to do an upper eyelid fat graft, okay? Next we have lower eyelid retraction repair and canthoplasty. Very simply going to sort of pull my lower eyelid up a bit. On my lips, you know, the upper lip could be a little fuller. So my eyebrows, especially after I have lip smacked them just recently again, I am even maybe doing some minor fasting, starving, along with my ketogenic diet, along with my supplementation protocols. If I still want a more defined face, I'm going to look into some minor buccal fat removal, and I will want more like a more prominent OG curve and such.
Yeah, I guess it's laughable that I put him in the 5 to 5.5 range on your scale.
But Tom Holland, pulling Tom Holland as an average guy, what? This have to be a joke. I actually, you know, people in the comments have talked about this have to be rage bait or something, you know, but damn, bruh, this is the average guy, brutal, bruh.
Yeah, maybe you're a Spider-Man fan, but realistically, this guy is in the average range. I have him as a 5.5 on your scale.
You know what, let's just continue to 2.2.5, so this will be a LTN area, a low tier normie, and this is not a low tier normie. Let's compare him versus him. Are you saying that both of them are in a looks match? They are not.
Yeah, again, I have these guys within half a point of each other. I don't see what's so bizarre about that claim.
Are you saying that Tom Holland is only 1 point above him, or 0.5 if you want to get super pathetic? But either ways, right? Tom Holland mocked the shit out of this sub 5 guy.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I gave Tom Holland 5.5. And this guy a 4. You claim I rated them within half a point to 1 point of one another. But how come 1.5 points wasn't one of the options? Again, you just formed your own conclusion and giving incorrect information about the ratings I assigned. But yeah, 1.5 difference in facial beauty is massive.
If I have to put him a rating, I'll put him at around 3.5. Oh my, bro. Putting him at LTN is such an overrate. Holy.
I mean, I think 4 is more accurate. 3.5 seems a little harsh, but I'm fine with half a point of disagreement. However, if that's the best you got, then this was a pretty pathetic call-out.
Next is 1 to 1.5 or sub 5 area, and you know what? Both of them are sub 5, so I do agree. But saying that he's 1 tier above them is such a joke, man.
Yeah, I do believe he's facially above the 2 guys in that category. However, if enough people disagree, I'm open to being wrong.
Next is 0.5, so around like true cell area, and I'll say this is like pretty accurate. And yeah, this guy does mock him. Overall, I say that his rating is a hit or miss. Some are pretty accurate, especially the top part and the bottom part, the chat light being like, absolutely perfect. But I'll say that the around the normie area is such a miss, man. Putting Tom Holland at a goddamn MTN is, abysmal to say the least. And I know Ganpil is going to make a reply video about what about your rating? It is also bad too. Not knowing that he's just committing a 2-4K fallacy, which is that you're just attacking the person and not the main argument. And if that situation sounds familiar, that's actually what Vote to 1% did to FaceIQ. And the key takeaway is to stop being pathetic over a face rating.
I didn't plan to scan your ratings, apart from the ones you called me out about. But after you came out with this trash at the end, that if I chose to critique, it would be attacking the person and not the argument, is a total joke. If you have bad ratings, that's what I'm attacking, not you as a person. And by your logic, since I already addressed your critique, you can't use this to-cope fallacy as an excuse for why I'm doing it.
Come on.
Wait, it's not Joaquin Buckley.
No, it's Tyler the Creator. Why the come on with the P. Diddy?
Well, it's just a range difference. Like, even then, look, at a 5, he's going to put Ryan Gosling. And then the people who are 3 are, like, huge deformities. So Ryan Gosling is only 2 points above that.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't get that. How is Ryan Gosling a 5?
Like, it's a huge difference. Like, oh, come on. What?
Is Elliot Rodgers Mr. Beast?
Ryan Gosling is still a celebrity. He literally played the hot guys in movies. Like,
Yeah.
you say Mr. Beast and freaking Elliot Rodgers is going to be the hot guy in a Hollywood movie? Like, come on.
Yeah, hell no, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Wait. Who uploaded this?
This is I Am Illusions video.
Oh, yo, what a delusional coper.
Being a mid-read in face rating does not make you high intelligent in facial aesthetic.
It's highly comical that this guy only made this video as a retaliation for the video I did about FaceIQ not being able to rate faces. At least Creating Attractive did a reaction video, so I can understand why he didn't ask for any information. But this guy has spoke to me before, so he could have asked for info. So honestly, I'm just embarrassed for both of you because you made basic errors, which I can easily refute, and did not present your arguments with accuracy. But it's unfair because anyone who just watches your video will assume what you're saying is true. And it's so bizarre that when I did the video about FaceIQ, I had to make sure my facts were correct. Yet all I hear is people defending him and making excuses for his terrible ratings. And this is a guy who's making over 300k annually just from his school community alone. So when I displayed his horrible ratings, I don't understand how he still has people defending him. I don't make any money from this. So even if my ratings were that bad, I shouldn't be held to a higher standard than these flops who claim they are professionals charging for their service. This guy is just starting out, but since he's a diehard FaceIQ fan, publicly sucking him off and defending his honor, making that video about me, cause how dare I insult his master FaceIQ. But let's see if FaceIQ is appreciative of this defense. Yeah man, you can keep sucking him off, but he doesn't respect you. And then you like a little puppy dog saying, oh yeah, FaceIQ, I'll change my thumbnail. I'm so sorry. Oh, did you not see how I called out that guy who insulted your face ratings? Oh, FaceIQ, please acknowledge me. But look, I'm not going to talk all bad about this guy. He has some good content, and I would say he's on par with FaceIQ in terms of analyzing facial measurements. So if you're into that type of stuff, you should probably check him out. But if I had to rate both of your callouts, I would give this guy a 1 out of 10 because his best argument was maybe a half a point of disagreement. And creating attractive, I will assign 2 out of 10 as his was a raw reaction, so his high IQ didn't comprehend what was going on. But I'll just add this for creating attractive. Obviously in that video about FaceIQ, you should be mortified to vouch that he was your student. And then you should also be mortified to have Fraud to 1% as one of your students.
Ryan is a 7 out of 10 facially, with 68% facial harmony. Vasily was an 8 out of 10 facially in his prime, one of the best faces in Russia.
Saying Ryan Gosling was 1 point off Vasily has to be one of the most abysmal ratings I have witnessed. Both these guys are a reflection of your teachings. So anyone contemplating whether to purchase your services and also study under your expertise should be aware of your top students lacking proficiency.
Let's use this photo for his prime. This photo also highlights how his jaw is simply not very robust though. It's not bad, but it's just simply not in that upper echelons of a jaw. So overall on my scale, don't get freaked out by the number, I have DeLon at an 8 out of 10. And this is the same as Brad Pitt. To kind of contextualize my rankings. Prime Brad Pitt, prime Alain Delon. And I think this is completely fair. This is what I would have put him at. I think Alain Delon in this era was around an 8.75.
Time for the main event. It appears FaceIQ is so delusional, he believes he can just alter his ratings and not get called out for it. And when he does, he believes he can just use a lame excuse to evade criticism. The narrative he's playing is, oh, in this photo, he's an 8.75. I didn't use this photo in the old analysis. However, he actually did use the same photo, which is leaving his fans quite perplexed. Perhaps all that raw meat is impacting his ability to remember certain events.
In his system, Elias Duput is higher than Brad Pitt or Alain Delon.
Yeah, he has better facial aesthetics, and that should be pretty obvious. If you look at the aesthetics of this face versus this face, yeah, he has definitely better aesthetics by a notable amount. That's not even close. Duput definitely has better aesthetics than both of these guys. Definitely has better aesthetics than both of these guys. Yeah,
No, bro, hell no.
Yeah, he does have better aesthetics than Sean O'Pride.
Hell no, dude.
Duput definitely has better aesthetics than both of these guys. An 8.8 out of 10. This was when I was less experienced with face rating. I don't think it was actually that inaccurate. I think I put his dimorphism up a little too high. He's still like at least like 8.5 though.
He doesn't look in line with these guys. Like Elias is not even close to that second tier of the 9s, not even close.
So, let's put this into context. He had this huge feud with Fraud to 1% about Duput being above Prime Pitt and Delon. Firstly rating Duput nearly a full point above both of them, then downgrades it to half a point, and now just recently, he upgrades Delon to an 8.75, meaning he places him higher than Duput. And he was highly adamant that Duput was above Delon. By a notable amount, that should be clear, his own words. So as of now, before he changes his mind again, he has Brad Pitt still at an 8, Duput at a minimum of an 8.5, and Delon at an 8.75. This is just so delusional. He thinks people won't notice these crazy switch-ups. It's either that, or he believes his fans are just mentally dense. But of course, one example is not enough.
I'd give him like 6, to be honest. Yeah. He actually has really good facial harmony. But from what I'm seeing here, arguably a 7. He isn't even far from a top 1% face. good nasolabial. The facial convexities.
So he recently rates clavicular a 6, now upgrades it to a 7, and states top 1% is fair. But then there's comments claiming he rated him a 5.5 before all of this. And I know his fans will say, oh, well, you can't believe some random guy on the internet. But how come his business partner, Creating Attractive, claims the same thing? And after witnessing the change up with Delon, I would not be surprised.
Even though clavicular will not debate me, he's running, which is fine. He can do what he wants.
This is trash rating, and he thinks that, oh, I've studied it, but I feel like he's just been around this community for like barely a year, and he's like, I know how to rate now, but he doesn't.
Wow. You're calling him out big time. You're going to feature on the video as calling out FaceIQ, right?
I might make up FaceIQ as a fraud.
I have a prediction. Within 6 months, Greg and FaceIQ are going to go to war.
Right, interesting. Okay, if FaceIQ does react and wants to debate you, you're cool with that or what?
Yeah, I'll debate FaceIQ too.
Here we have Greg Lurk starting us off. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Greg Lurk. He's a YouTuber who has challenged me to like a debate, and he makes videos kind of criticizing my content, which is cool. Kind of a weird guy, honestly.
So one of my viewers told me that FaceIQ had created a community post where he announced that he wasn't just making a video. No, he was going to make a video that was going to be one of the highest effort videos on his entire channel. That was over 4 weeks ago, so my expectations were that his video was going to be of extremely high quality with high production values, and of course, most importantly, is going to be backed by evidence-based scientific research. But I have never been more wrong before in my entire life.
This is very boring for me, honestly.
After watching the video, it is obvious that FaceIQ did not want to make this video, and the only reason he did so was because he felt peer pressure from his viewers who kept asking him over and over again when the video was coming out. So, after weeks of preparation and hype, what did FaceIQ actually deliver? Well, it's just another lazy livestream like his first response video, although this time he came more prepared since he brings up a minimal amount of scientific research of his own in an attempt to debunk me. But he doesn't even get through my entire video. He quits about a third of the way through it. He says in the video that he's very tired, and I believe him, because his whole attempt at a response is very low energy.
No, actually, Lee, this is a boring stream. This is really fucking boring. I don't feel good right now. I'm tired.
First of all, I actually agree with FaceIQ in terms of diet and everything. So for weeks, he was hyping up, he was going to respond to Hair Cafe. This is going to be one of my highest quality videos on my channel, guys, one of my highest effort. And for weeks, he just pies it off. People asking, where's the Hair Cafe response? Where's the response? And then he comes out with the laziest, sloppiest live stream. Just absolute low energy, bitching and moaning the whole stream. Doesn't even acknowledge half of the points Hair Cafe makes. And it just makes him look like such a fucking slob. And then he's getting mad at people in the comments, saying, oh, it's just the Halo, the last word Halo. That's making people think Hair Cafe won. But it's not, bro. You literally kind of lied about everything. I do agree with you on diet, but you just look like a disingenuous slob. If you say you're going to make the effort to put in like the highest effort video on your channel, then just come out with the laziest cop-out live stream. And your excuse is, oh, I didn't sleep well. Why not just film it the next day? Oh wait, you're not making these videos but you think you've got a point to actually make. You're just doing it for money or to save your face. Yeah, lost a lot of respect. Didn't have much anyway, because I just see you as a grifter. I guess you're kind of young, and I'm pretty sure you only started this channel just to make money by selling courses off insecure men. So you're a pretty pathetic guy, but whatever. You'll always be more successful than me because you're just another grifter. You could even say Hair Cafe's more like that, but once again, I disagree with him on diet, but he was more respectful. He tried harder, he was more well-researched, and yeah. Who cares though? More cooked than my hairline.
He skips large segments of my video, including important points about the nutritional deficiencies of an all-meat diet, as well as the health benefits of the phytochemicals found in plants.
Yeah. There you are, guys. Maybe we could skip ahead. And that doesn't mean it's optimal. Yeah, I think I'm done with this video. He skips over the point I made that the Inuits live on the verge of scurvy and actually get their vitamin C not from meat, but from algae, and they even grow a plant designed specifically to treat scurvy called scurvy grass. He also skips entirely the part of the video on AGEs, which are toxic substances that are much more prevalent in meat than they are in plants. So he doesn't even bother responding to most of my points, which I'm actually grateful for, I have to be honest, because it makes this video I'm doing now much easier, not to mention a lot shorter. He repeatedly says he's bored throughout the stream, and he even encourages his viewers to leave the stream at several points in the video. This is extremely boring for me. I won't lie. Like, people think that he actually debunked me, which we'll get into this stuff. Hopefully, I think it'll pick up. This is just boring as fuck because it's about the definition of a carnivore. Oh no, you guys can leave the stream. This is boring as fuck, okay? I would much rather be doing face ratings. I would much rather be doing anything else, okay? But no, we don't get to do that. We have to review this now, okay? Honestly, please leave the stream. Don't even fucking watch this.
FaceIQ, if you don't want to do a response video to me, then don't. No one forced you to respond to my video. But if you're going to respond, then you shouldn't have just given a half-hearted effort, because that made it especially easy for me to come back and explain once again why you're completely wrong, which brings us to the exact same spot we were in before. So, as you might expect, I still disagree with FaceIQ that the carnivore diet is the most natural or healthiest diet.
This seems familiar. FaceIQ getting called out, and then skipping through the video without addressing many core disagreements.
Let's examine his Elias Depoots rating as a key example of these issues.
I might just skip ahead if it's only going to be about this old video. Is it really only going to be about this one case, dude? Come on, bro. Really? Okay, that's lame, bro. I actually thought it was going to be a better video. Dude, he actually made the whole video from a... Okay. My job is just to put what I see as objective into place. Put my formula into place. I don't really have a bias. Yeah.
Moving on to Elias's side profile.
Bro, why does that the whole video have to be about this? I guess because that's just the easiest thing. I don't even use this formula anymore.
Then perhaps the problem isn't with them, it's with your system. Another issue that needs to be addressed is the way you're quantifying dimorphism. The next and final major point to address is the whole issue with harmony data sets. First off, I can't speak for Wheat Waffles or Nero Angelo, but I'm certainly not using a harmony data set that includes faces like Wheat Waffles, Andrew Tate, or Ryan Gosling. And neither is the original creator of the harmony formula, Creating Attractive. As you can see, Creating Attractive denies that by himself. And even if we didn't have this statement, we could go back to his unlisted videos and see what Creating Attractive himself has to say about this topic. As you can see, Creating Attractive specifically selected 30 highly attractive men to study the ideal measurements in conjunction with looking at the literature. He considers Wheat Waffles, Andrew Tate, and Ryan Gosling to have average-looking faces. So there's absolutely no indication that these three were included in the original dataset. So once again, I'm not sure where FaceIQ got this information from, but it's definitely inaccurate.
Even more delusional actions by FaceIQ, as he feels he can just evade and skip through the difficult portions of videos criticizing his arguments. And since Creating Attractive is back, perhaps he can address the call-out made by Fraud to 1%, which FaceIQ dodged, just like he dodged the other guys when called out for a debate.
Money is like largely a cope. Beyond $10,000 a month, there is nothing that is going to make you happier. I don't know how else to explain it. There's just, yeah, being like actually really good looking naturally, yeah, you can make money, but the money isn't the benefit. Like, who cares? Oh shoot, a $20 donation. Thank you, man. I'll definitely make sure to address this one.
Yeah, you can make money, but the money isn't the benefit.
Like, who cares? Yeah, you can make money, but the money isn't the benefit. Like, who cares?
So this was around 4 months ago. If we add this to his paid face ratings and YouTube revenue, he was making well over 10k a month back then. But how does FaceIQ reward his loyal fans supporting him? By basically taxing them around 50% of what they were initially paying.
Money is like largely a cope.
Yeah, you can make money, but the money isn't the benefit.
Like, who cares?
And for the students wanting a 1-hour phone call, since he doesn't care about money, he decides to increase the price by over 230%.
Yeah, you can make money.
But the money isn't the benefit.
Like, who cares? Yeah, you can make money, but the money isn't the benefit.
Like, who cares?
Like, who cares?
Like, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, who cares?
Face low IQ, got lots of people who full on glaze him. He's so obsessed with how he looks. Motherfucker's 6'5". He wants to get like 5 different surgeries for his face. Fucking pathetic little boy. It pisses me off because so many people were perfectly fine, and they'll let this fucking mental illness take over. They'll let me pay money to this fucking grifter and go down this rabbit hole of insecurity. I assume it's only 12-year-olds who would actually do this with a mummy's credit card. So if any grown-ass adults are paying money for some random fucking loser.
Of course, he's allowed to charge whatever he wants, but taxing his loyal fans a substantial amount is not the actions of a man who claims money is a cope and not needed for his happiness.
Thank you for the 2. She looks good, you know. I'm not gonna give her a rating. I don't think she likes this community and stuff, so.
So he refuses to assign a number, although he usually calls average girls mid. So again, I will assume he rates her around a 6 or higher, which is another girl he's overrated as she is just an average looking girl. As we reach the climax, why not inspect some more delusional, inconsistent FaceIQ face ratings?
This guy looks really good if I recall. Yeah, this guy looks good. Probably the best looking soccer player. His leanness is dialed in at all times. Oh, he looks like quite asymmetrical here actually, but like still good looking obviously. I'm handing him a 7.75. Okay, let's give him a rating. You look pretty good here. 7.75, I would say. Ear, 6. 3. Like bottom, like definitely under bottom 10%. He has good angularity and such, but he could be 5.75. He's like not that high though, honestly. 5.25 from what I see. I would rate this eye region around a 2. Genuinely, I would give this like a 2 out of 10 eye region. The nose, again, not great. You can get a rhinoplasty for that. The moment I would rate him in this image, just around a 5 to 5.25, I would say. That's quite fair. He's a quite ordinary looking guy. I know he considers himself a Chad light. I'm sorry, Greg. I disagree. And that is no bias. So my final verdict for Greg is 5.25. I'd give you around a 6 from what I see. Perhaps even a bit higher. No, I'll give you 6.25. I'll give you a 6.25. 6.25. Okay, so...
Damn, that was a hefty amount to analyze. And this investigation was only on the surface level. However, is this potentially a sign that FaceIQ may have to face a controversial judgment by not only his fans, but his business associate and master creating attractive? Or perhaps he can use evasive tactics and avoid facing any accountability, as his delusions of grandeur may make him feel he can evade. As for FaceIQ, that is a common practice. But yeah, until next time, thank you. Bye-bye.
It's legit, you know it's a hit when the Neptunes and the doggy dog hit the spit. No teasing, come with the season. Come on, baby, tell me why you leaving. Tell me this weed that you need cause you wanna breathe. I got the best weed on the scene. She gotta be in the distance. She can get high all in an instant. I say, don't fuck with me. Why you telling me this is a sign? Look deep in my eyes. Don't see no other guys. Why you telling me this is a sign? Don't think about it, boy, leave her alone. Oh, yeah, you ain't no chill. Like smart, don't knock the flame her the way I want. Do. Chill. Me, I'm a Sita. Have you ever for a kita from London to Ibiza? You gotta have cake down. Your Sundays with your kita. You see Venus and Serena in the Wimbledon arena. Don't think you're foolish. Don't know what you're doing. Don't know what you lost until she gone. She got a pretty face, broken wow. But you ain't got that snooze doggy dog style. Say, don't fuck with me. Why you telling me this is a sign? Look deep in my eyes. Don't see no other guys. Why you telling me this is a sign? Oh, about it, boy, leave her alone. Do it. Ain't no chill. Like smart, don't knock the flame her the way I want. Ain't no chill. Do it. Oh.